Ever just the zombie apocalypse? You ever just you just kiss zombies on the cheek? Happy Valentine's Day. Reapers, what's this good? It's your boy Laser. These are another reaction content. So continue to live it. In this video, we're gonna react to Zombie Survival Guide: 5 Essential Lessons for Surviving a Zombie Apocalypse. Guys, if a zombie apocalypse ever happened, would y'all eat some brains? Enjoy reaction content. Get some more scary videos like this in the future. Still open. You subscribe to the notification bell icon. I'll stream daily on Twitch. I'll stream music. Say boy, let's dive straight in this video.
The unthinkable has happened. What was once only a plot to a movie or TV show has become real. The dead have risen from the grave, hungry for the flesh of the living, not just for consumption, but to increase their own numbers with the zombie infection.
Dude, if a zombie apocalypse ever happened, you guys best believe I'm gonna get some head, literally. I'm gonna get some brain.
You and a small group of survivors have banded together.
Funny how some people like wish for a zombie. I remember when I was a little kid, I wanted a zombie apocalypse to happen. People think it's all cool and shit. Like, it's, bro, a zombie apocalypse would be scary as fuck. It just depends on the zombies too. I mean, it'd be fucked regardless, but like, you know, it'd be hard to get the scavenge for food. You wouldn't be able to like go to stores anymore. Food would slowly expire. You'd have to like, I don't know, hunt and shit. I don't fucking know. It would be like, you seen The Walking Dead? Like, bro, it would actually be boring too, you know? And like, how would the zombies be? Would they be like, well, where's these zombies? Or fucking, you know?
To face the apocalypse of the undead. You have some food and medical supplies, as well as a few weapons to defend yourself. But now what? Here is the top 5 essential guide.
I love hazmat suits.
Apocalypse. Lock the doors, sit back, and pay attention. Zombie combat is a last resort. The zombie apocalypse is not a video game where you will be scored for every one.
Is that The Walking? Is that not The Walking Dead? Is that Dead Island?
Your priority is survival, and as such, you should try to avoid any kind of contact with the zombie hordes, since engaging them in combat puts you and your group at the greatest risk. Remember that the zombie apocalypse is as much about avoiding becoming one of the undead as it is about anything else. Close quarters, hand-to-hand or knife combat is an extremely risky affair due to the possibility of infection. And if any of your group is forced into this situation, even if they are victorious, they should be put under quarantine from the
Mr. Geek Boy. Melvin, go get it.
to the group for at least 24 hours with one person. Preferably
I can't be talking, I'm low-key a geek. I'm low-key a nerd.
If the signs do show, then for the good of the group, you will have
to kill that person
before full zombification takes hold. Remember, infection cannot be reversed, and so that person...
Why does every fucking woman in like a zombie apocalypse have this exact shirt? It's always the black shirt. See it? The black, you can't really see it. Jill Valentine, you got the zombie. You got the zombie right here. Look at those teeth.
Person has already been lost. Killing them now is a kindness. Do not get overconfident if you have access to firearms. While there are significant benefits to guns, such as being able to take out a zombie quickly and at long range, thus reducing the chances of...
Everyone would probably head to the local Walmart, you know? That's because they literally sell guns there.
The infection. They are also generally noisy, and they may have the unwanted effect of attracting other zombies, or even hostile survivors to your area. Also, you'll be limited by how much ammunition you can carry, and just as importantly, replace. You may have to decide which you need more in your group as you travel.
You're not gonna talk about melee weapons? I mean, like, melee weapons in the zombie apocalypse, bro, you would have to be, like, really good with those. You know, and you need, like a good one. Like, you need, like, if you're gonna use, like, a bat, put some barbed wire on that, you know? Turn into a seal. Use, like, a katana, I don't know. Get, like, a whole ass sword, I don't know. Like, you gotta be good with melee weapons, you know what I'm saying? Melee weapons take way more skill than fucking, like, hand weapons, you know what I'm saying?
Food and water, or ammunition.
Like, bro, everyone, I remember, like, it's like Rick Grimes. It's like everyone wants a zombie apocalypse to happen, but, like, I don't fucking know. It would kind of suck, you know? Kinda, it would suck. It would be just, it wouldn't even, like, even if it's not scary, it would be boring as fuck, you know what I'm saying? There'd be nothing to do. Like, it probably would get, like, it'd be like The Walking Dead, literally boring as shit, the show. You know what I'm saying? The show was good, like, the first 3 seasons, seasons.
One should be used to get out of trouble quickly, and not to go looking for it.
If you're new to my channel, I have a
Do
cough,
not
by the way.
barricade yourself inside a makeshift fort.
And who the fuck would do that? Who the fuck would... If you're gonna stay in a shelter, it better be like a big one. Kind of like a prison, you know? Kind of like a prison.
George A. Romero's movie, Dawn of the Dead, is the definitive zombie movie.
The
However, the characters make one
myself
very
feel the
fateful
dead.
mistake at the very start of the movie. They barricade themselves inside a shopping mall. While it's true, this afforded them with a wealth of supplies in the short term, it eventually became clear that they could not stay there indefinitely, as the supplies ran out. However, the time spent in the mall meant that hordes of zombies descended upon them, making escape
Imagine Sin City during the zombie apocalypse, bro. Oh, that'd be cool as fuck.
difficult. The vital lesson here is not to be fixed to one location. While it's important to have shelter, you must be able to abandon it quickly should you find yourself about to be overrun by the undead. For that reason, for every shelter you find or build, you must have an escape plan in place.
Bro, city zombie games are so cool. You guys remember, you know, the game's dead as fuck now. Warzone. You remember, the first map? Like the zombie event? That was so cool.
It includes readily packed food, water,
Back when the game was
medical
actually,
supplies,
like,
and
fun.
easily carried weapons. Your plan should ideally also have a destination in mind, so that if any member of your party is separated in a hectic evasion, they have somewhere to head towards to rejoin you. Anyone separated from the group for any period of time should ideally be quarantined for 24 hours. From the moment you relocate to the new shelter, you must immediately start work on your next escape plan, taking into consideration what we will discuss in number 3. Please note, you may be thinking a mobile home is ideal for your needs, but think again. Firstly, it's a big and noisy target for the zombies, or hostile survivors to follow, and cannot overcome obstacles easy. Secondly, it requires fuel, which may become difficult to come by in an apocalypse.
Like I said, bro, like an apocalypse, like everyone wants it to happen. Everything's gonna be like 10 times more harder. It'd be 10 times more hard to fuck each other.
Landscape. And there is a chance it could run out at a crucial moment. Similarly, it could suffer a mechanical breakdown when you need to move quickly. If you do plan to use a vehicle then, it should only be to move over large distances quickly, such as towards a known safe zone, and ideally be a 4x4 with cross-country performance. Study zombie behavior. Okay, so you've done your best to avoid the undead walking the streets. However, this is the zombie apocalypse, and so it's inevitable that you will encounter them at some point. You should still avoid fighting if you can, but this is also a good chance to study zombie behavior. This is important because understanding zombie behavior can help determine what actions you and your family will take in the
Oh my god, look at those teeth, man. They literally look like they're about to fall out of the fucking mouth. Why you give me that look, Rick Grimes? When he died, that was when he was like, he literally died at like the end of the fucking show. He didn't even die. Like, he was on the helicopter, everything. They just confirmed he died. You know, he wasn't really dead though.
to increase your chances of
It's like, that's the thing about The Walking Dead, bro. They killed all the main characters, the characters people actually liked, and they just left all the shitty ones, you know? Like, what? Didn't the entire, basically, I don't think a single person from the Atlanta crew made it out, right? To the end. Besides, well, Daryl wasn't really, well, Daryl came a little later. Daryl made it to the end. He was, like, the only one from, like, the very beginning I know that made it. Did Carol make it? I don't remember. I stopped following after, I literally stopped watching after, like, the season, like, after, not, I didn't stop watching when Glenn, like, right when Glenn died. I started, like, I watched the season, like, following that, like, you know, like, the season where, like, they show who died from the bat. After that season, that was when I stopped watching it. I think, because, was that, like, when they met, like, the junkyard people, all that shit? I had no interest in the show after that. It got really boring. That was, like, the last season I watched.
When observing zombie behavior can include, are all the zombies physically the same? Or does
I never cared about Fear the Walking Dead. That I never could get into that show.
Appear to be levels of zombification? As their undead bodies age, do they appear to get more fragile? Do all zombies behave the same? Do they operate with a hive mind mentality?
Do they run?
Individuals? Will zombies fight one another for live flesh to feed on? Do zombies retain basic knowledge from their previous lives?
That's like the first
Do
episode.
they have some problem-solving skills?
That'd be scary as fuck. Imagine just looking at your Ring doorbell, bro, and just see zombies doing that. That's fucking
How do
creepy as
zombies
shit.
react to nature? Are there animals or terrain they appear to avoid? What stimulates a zombie to act? Are they attracted to certain noises or sights more than another? Maintain contact with the authorities. The general belief is that the centralized government will fall immediately upon the outbreak of the apocalypse. However, in most Western countries, such as the UK and the US, there are major disaster protocols in place should contact be lost with the national government. These protocols were devised during the Cold War and were expected to be used in the result of a nuclear war, but would also be used during the zombie apocalypse. Local government, state, country, or cities in a major disaster would be granted special powers of authority from the national government to deal with the needs of their respected areas. Their priorities would be to re-establish law and order amongst the survivors, provide medical and humanitarian assistance, and attempt to regain contact with the central government as part of a nationwide effort to restore the country. So, while you may be cursing your city councillor's name because of that speed bump he put on your route to work, he or she may one day hold the key to your salvation. In the age of 4G mobile technology, there are a number of ways to contact the authorities, providing that electrical power to mobile phone towers was maintained in some capacity. Land-based phone lines should also be tested at every opportunity, since they often operate off their own power lines. Failing that, abandoned emergency vehicles are an excellent way to communicate.
Check out my song Emergency on all platforms.
Since they are equipped with
platforms.
portable communication equipment that not only have their own power source, but would likely already be tuned into the frequency the authorities are using. Finally, you should always keep watching the skies for the military, law enforcement, or even media helicopters. These might be difficult to communicate with if you do not have a radio, and you should always be wary of visual communication techniques, like smoke signals or signal lamps, since again, these can attract unwanted attention in your immediate area. However, observing where these aircraft are going could give an indication of the nearest safe zone. Decide who's important.
Oh yes, the first season. Oh yes, when they were in the trailers, everything. Trailer park trash! White trash!
Conventional thinking says that there is strength in numbers, but unfortunately, this may not be the case.
I hate being in groups of people, bro, like this. Large group of people. Like, this would be like the worst. Oh, this is like zombies, but still.
The brutal reality of the zombie apocalypse is that not everyone can contribute to your group's
Is that motherfucker wearing a Canadian? Is that zombie wearing a Canadian's jersey? I can't tell. I don't think it's a jersey. It looks like a Canadian's jersey from an angle.
And in the harsh social economics of the situation, this may result in you having to decide to force someone out of the
like, bro, this is the exact reason why I would. The only reason I'd be okay with a zombie apocalypse, I would kill to just like, you know, I have like a Challenger, just like have any like, you know, muscle car, like any fast car, any fucking you know, like a Harley, whatever, and just speed through this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because like, you know how like, I mean, people speed on the highways regardless, but like, just the idea like no law and shit, like. That would be so fun, just to speed down one of these, not having to worry about anything, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know how when you're speeding, like, you kind of have to have that little, like, worry in the back of your head? Just the idea of having, like, being worry-free and being able to just speed through without having to worry about some cop pulling you over and shit. Oh, man.
For the rest
I swear, bro, you have a cold, it makes it so much more hard to talk.
This seems extremely cruel, but history has repeatedly shown that in survival situations, emotions such as sympathy and empathy has led to greater tragedy, with the group being lost because of one person who, through no fault of their own, is no longer able-bodied and becomes a burden on the others. Therefore, the no one gets left behind mentality should be quashed at every opportunity, and the leading numbers of the group should repeatedly declare their willingness to leave voluntarily if they become a liability to the others. This will foster an atmosphere of self-sacrifice, making it
yes, the junkyard. Oh, yeah, is this the scene where they put Rick on the fucking, like, and he got the thing in his hand? Oh, man.
On the group.
These people switched up, too. These people, like, betrayed him and shit, I think. These people switched up. I can't remember. These people, like, were good. Then they became bad. I remember they switched up with fucking Negan. Was it? Yeah, and then they came back. They switched up again. I don't remember. I hated this lady. I forgot. Did she die? I can't remember. I hated this fucking lady.
Time ever comes to cast one person off. Additionally, you may encounter other survivors who wish to join you.
Crazy how all these fuckers died, man. This fucker. This fucker died. I forgot what happened to that fucker. Oh, yeah. She died. She was like the fridge, yeah. Michonne, she made it. I loved Michonne. That fucker died. This fucker was this fucker was a huge coward. I can't be talking. Like, I don't know how I'd be during a zombie apocalypse, you know? It's not like I want one to happen anyways. It's like they left all the shitty characters. I loved her. Bro, she was like one of my favorite characters. She was like one of my... I forgot her name. Glenn. You know what I'm saying? I forgot what happened to that fucker. I don't know. Some of these fuckers disappeared. Like, there were some characters that just disappeared and never were found again. Like, they just never found... They just disappeared. I don't know.
Remember that every extra person...
Like, I remember there was like one character that just died.
puts that much more of a drain on your supplies.
Not died,
So
just
be very
disappeared.
careful who you allow to join.
Never came back.
In this instance, you will have the unenviable task of deciding who can join and who must be chased away. Some people can be a great asset to the group, such as those with specialist medical training, or have experience living off the land.
Nice game.
But if they can't significantly contribute to your group, then you may find yourself having to fight them off.
You ever just, the zombie apocalypse, you ever just, you just kiss zombies on the cheek? Happy Valentine's Day!
Don't underestimate the value of children to your long-term survival prospects. You will be the first mature generation to face the zombie apocalypse, but they will be next. And as you get older, they will become stronger, smarter, and become a major contributor to the group.
Is this supposed to be like a Walmart? The fuck? Was that Rick Grimes?
As your own contribution may deteriorate with age. Hopefully by then, you will have joined a community in a government-controlled safe zone, or established one yourself. The zombie apocalypse will not be a short-term incident, but rather it will reshape the future of the human race. It will be down to them, not us, to carry the torch of human life into the middle of the 21st century and beyond.
That's crazy. Well, guys, it was video. Hope you enjoyed it. Which one of those zombie tips was most interesting? You have a reaction. These were reaction videos like featured in the video. It's the next one. Peace.